Alright, YouTube, in this video, I don't know how the audio is going to sound because I'm in a car right now. I'm on my way to the gym right now, and I'm doing my audio, and then I'm going to piece the video of my workout on top of that. So y'all going to see me squatting, leg pressing, leg extensions, leg curls, and maybe some pull-ups at the end or something else, I don't know, but mostly legs. Why? Because this is leg day, all right? And one thing about guys, most of us, and I'm going to say us because I started off as a regular guy, a regular bro in the gym, you know what I'm saying, doing mostly bench press and curl. Bench press and curl. Bench press and curl. Bench press and curl. Wasn't strong enough to do any pull-ups. So I'm doing bench press curls. Then I started figuring out other things, but it's still mostly bench press curls. Scared to do a deadlift, scared to do a squat. And then when I did them, I was wobbly deer legs, didn't know how to do it, and all of that. But guess what? Your best teacher is going to be, of course, somebody who been through it, done that. You know, I'm telling you what I've been through. So you can see what I'm going through and see what I'm going to, right? But even better than that, or any coach that you can hire, even any bodybuilder, I don't care if it was Arnold Schwarzenegger himself giving you advice, one-on-one in person. Your best teacher is going to be your experience. And how do you get that said experience? By doing it, right? By doing it. You're not going to get experience by watching videos. You're not going to get experience by reading a book. You can get the knowledge and hear what somebody's saying and regurgitate what they say, and it can be stuck in your head, and you can know of it. You can know of it, right? But to know how to do it and what fits you, like form, for instance, all right? Everybody know the key form when it comes to, you know, deadlift, bench press, squat. Now, everybody don't know, of course. People are beginners, but they can find out easily, right? But all they're going to be able to do is tell somebody else how to do it. Well, what I heard is, that's why you always hear that. I hear that every day. Somebody see me doing something, they be like, well, you should do it like this and this. And then I look at that person doesn't even lift. They just heard something, read something, or whatever. Please, if you're really trying to do that this year, don't let yourself be just a person who watches videos and don't go for theirs, all right? I'm not telling you to just jump straight in, definitely not. Because that's how you get injured, all right? And when you do jump in, learn your steps, learn your form, learn everything, learn a lot of stuff before you start going heavy, all right? I remember when I first started deadlifting, because like I said, I used to be scared to deadlift, right? And now deadlift is my best lift. And I went from doing just a 45-pound plate on each side on the bar, 135 pounds. Could have went lower than that if we had bumper plates at the gym I was at, but we didn't. So the tallest plate was the 45-pound plate, and I think there was octagon plates, which is horrible. I don't remember if it was or not, but those are horrible for deadlifts, right? But I look at it like this: a lot of people do them like that, but you got to use what you got to use, I guess. But I will not F that. But me personally, I started off with 135 pounds on a bar, and I worked with that because I was smart enough. You know, sometimes I've done smart things, sometimes I've done dumb things, right? Especially as a beginner, it just comes with the game, right? But I was smart enough from being scared of the deadlift, thinking I was going to break my back and snap my shit up. I was like, I ain't doing no deadlifts. So when I started doing them, finally, people was laughing at me. They was laughing at me because I wasn't going as heavy as I can go. I was working on my form. And guess what? I passed all the people who was laughing at me. I'm on my way to 600 now on deadlift. My squat don't look nothing like my deadlift. Most people who have a good squat and a good deadlift, they deadlift and squat is usually close. Being mostly their deadlift is heavier than their squat. Every once in a while, you might see somebody whose squat is heavier than their deadlift. You know what I'm saying? And that mostly depends on, you know, they might have been more into the squat than the deadlift. I don't see how that happens. Once you get that heavy deadlift, it's like, it's addictive. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you get 315 on bench, then bench becomes addictive. Like, or if you don't squat or deadlift, your bench is going to be addictive. But like I said, if you're not doing these things, you're not going to know how to do these things. You're not. You ain't got no hands-on experience. You literally got to have hands-on experience. So what I'm saying to you is, don't wait until New Year's to stop skipping leg day. Don't wait until, and this goes for women too. All I do is leg day. Glutes and hams and ass and butt. it's day. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all, stop waiting until New Year's to stop skipping upper body. Because at the end of the day, and I say you trying to look like any particular person, because people gonna be like, oh, I ain't trying to be like nobody. I'm trying to. There's somebody who you would like to look similar to. There's some physique and goal in mind. Of course, you're not gonna look exactly like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And don't do the looks maxing and bash your face in to look like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do the clavicular. All right. So what I'm trying to say is this. To look, she's trying to look. Most likely, she's gonna have to incorporate some upper body. Look at the women who are natural, not the ones that compete and they own all that gear. Like Greg Doucette had made a video about this lady on gear on a man's cycle, and her voice got deeper and no disrespect. I'm just stating the facts. You know what I'm saying? It turns you into something else. So don't stay away from that stuff. Stay away from that stuff. But I'm talking about like staying natural. It is very rare because a lot of women will be like, oh, I don't want to look big like a man. I want big old shoulders and arms and all that. I ain't gonna say it's impossible, but it's almost impossible. Y'all don't have the same frame. Y'all don't got the same bone structure. Y'all don't have the same genetics. Like, you got genetics. I mean, you have the same father and mother, so you can be brother and sister to somebody. But I just said, like, it ain't the same though. Y'all don't have the same hormones. Your testosterone ain't as high. Your estrogen way higher. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. You're not gonna build muscle the same way as a dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, every once in a while, there's always outliers to every rule. You know what I'm saying? So 1 in a million billion, like a certain type of. I'm not gonna get too deep into this, but y'all gonna get what I'm saying. So I don't want to, but a certain group of people might not get that tall, right? These people usually in this area, in this wherever country, due to genetics, environment, whatever, they might not get as tall as average people over here or over there, whatever, or this people or that people. But then you look at the world records in the Guinness Book of World Records, they be the tallest people in the world. You know what I'm saying? So on average, a woman isn't going to build as much muscle as a man no matter what she does. You know what I'm saying? Naturally. Even if they're on something, they're most likely not going to build as much muscle as a natural man who has great genetics and work ethic and know what he's doing and all that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be on my level. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're pushing it to the limit. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying like the ones the biggest in the world, but I'm saying I'm contending with them. You know what I'm saying? It's not the dudes that's on that stuff. But I won't touch the stuff. A lot of people will be looking at me, you ain't that big, and you ain't. Oh, I don't care. At the end of the day, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Well, how did I get on this? I don't know. But what I'm saying is legs, your back, your body, everything. Now we all, myself included, how many bringing it back series I got? I brought back my bench press. I brought back it ain't even all the way back. Pound for pound, I think it's actually stronger than it's ever been. But I brought back my deadlift, and it is stronger than it's ever been. I got hits and miss. If I stop deadlifting heavy for a little while, I might miss 500 here and there. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm on a good day, I'm getting closer to 600. You know what I'm saying? I'm mid fives. And squats, I went down. I started back off at 100 or something. You think I was embarrassed when people see me do that little weight? I'm gonna be honest, yeah. So what? I'm gonna do it anyways. When I first started back deadlifting years ago, and then I stopped again, I wasn't even deadlifting 315. It was a young lady in the gym that was deadlifting next to me, and it was embarrassing because she was doing like 4 something. And yeah, I think she was natural. It's just people don't understand that lifting weights is a skill. It ain't just about your muscle size. It is about your muscle size and your strength, but it's not just about your muscle size and your strength. It's about your leverages, knowing how to use your leverages, training your CNS, your central nervous system. It's about that, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's about the frequency. It's about knowing how to do the lift. It's a performance. It's just like anything else that you get good at, you know? Think about something that you've done for years, your job, or any sport that you might have played. How good were you when you first started? Then how good were you years later? Same exact thing, man. Same thing with dieting, anything. All this goes into that. I can diet and eat I can eat like I'm not even barely on the diet and still be dieting because I know my numbers. Math-based fitness, all right? So I know my numbers, man. So, you know, the average person, I thought you was on a diet. You shouldn't be doing that. And you don't do that because, and then it's going to slow down your metabolism. And I'm like, bruh, calm down. Do you not see the six-pack? How the did I get that if I didn't know what I was doing? Get back. And the fact that I do eat like that on a diet sometimes, not all the time, but the fact that I can get away with things that people don't think I can get away with means I know what I'm doing even more. Because I still get the results doing the opposite of what you think I should be doing. Which also tells me you don't know what you're doing. Which means you need to watch the videos at the end of the screen. I don't know if this is the end of the video or not, because I ain't done my workout yet. I'm pulling up to the parking lot. I'm trying to get me a parking spot where I like to park a lot, because I don't like to. Also, before I go in there, please do not be the type of person that goes in there, and a lot of people that watch my videos think I say this too much, but I did say it at the end of the video. Do not be the type of person who goes in there and only socializes and talks. I'm not saying you can't socialize and talk. I try not to, but sometimes I do sometimes. There's people that I'm cool with, but it's like this, man.